In this lesson, we're going to talk about basic mathematical concepts in a business and about a simple interest and compound interest. And we're also going to do different type of examples. So let's get started. Well, I'm going to explain for you about a simple interest and a compound interest by using some examples. So before we go through the examples, the formula for a simple interest, I, is equal to PRT. So P stands for the principal, or means that the present value, and then my R will be the rate, and then the last one T will be the time. So we got an example over here. Example 1 says that if $2,500 is invested with a simple interest rate of 5% per year, find the amount of the interest and the future value at the end of 3 years. So it seems like this is the easy one because we got this 3, it means now our time, T, and we also got our principal, the present value over here, and we also got the R over here. So now it's all about just multiplying these all three things. So my R, my I, or my interest, my simple interest will be PRT. So my P value is 2,500, and then I'm gonna multiply this by my R value. So when I just change this percent to decimal, it will be 0.05, and then multiply this whole thing by the time or by 3. And then when you multiply this whole thing, you're gonna get 375. So 375 will be my answer. So this is all you have to do when you counter this specific example. And most of the times, the type of questions are in this type of form. Most of the questions that they can ask you about this simple interest topic is in this type of form. So if you know the formula and if you know what P is, what R is, and what T is, you're gonna get the answer. So now let's do some critical questions on the compound interest. Okay, so when you counter the compound interest over here, we got another example, we got another formula. So there's another formula over here, as you guys can see. So we're gonna use this formula and we're gonna figure out the answer for this example. So the formula for the compound interest or for the future value of amount is A is equal to P the whole 1 plus R over M the whole to the power of empty. So M is actually the future value, the value that we're looking for. And then my P will be the principal, and then 1 plus the whole R over M. So R means my rate, and then M means M is actually kind of like the a number of conversion per year, or it means monthly, annually, and type of stuff like that. So that's what an M is. So if it is monthly, it means that 12 will be my M value, and if it's annually, it means that 1 will be my M value. So that's what an M is all about. Okay, so now let's go through the example, and let's figure out the answer. Okay, so it says that suppose 3,000 is invested at 6% interest rate compounded annually and monthly. What is the amount after 8 years? And find the amount interest in each case. So I'm going to use my formula. So I'm going to say my future value A is actually, as you guys can see over here, it says that find the amount of interest. So I'm looking for the amount of interest. So for that reason, after I get the answer by using this formula, I'm gonna have to subtract 3,000 from the number that I'm gonna get. So just it's a little bit different than the usual examples. Okay, so I'm gonna say A is equal to my principal of the P is actually 3,000, and then the whole over 1 plus my R value will be 6% means 0.06, and then the whole over, since I'm doing the A, it will be 1. So, and then 1 times by my T is 8. Okay, so now actually you better use the calculator. So since this is a little bit messy, so when you just do the whole calculation, you're gonna get 4,781.5. So now this is not my answer though. I'm not done. I'm gonna have to subtract 3,000 from 4,781.5 minus 3,000, and then I'm gonna get my answer. Because as you guys can see over here, this is the formula for finding the amount of interest. So when you just subtract 3,000 from 4,781.5, you're gonna have to get, or you're gonna get 1,781.5. So this will be my answer. So this is the amount of interest or the clear interest or profit that I'm gonna get uh, for this example or for this question for annually. So this is it for annually. So now let's do the monthly or let's do the second one. Okay, so let me just erase this whole thing. We're gonna do the second one. Okay, so when you count through monthly, it's the same thing, but the only difference is monthly means 12. So I'm gonna say 3,000, the whole 1 plus 0.06, and the whole over 12, the whole times by 12 times by t. My t is 8. So if it's monthly, it means that my m value is 12. So when you just multiply this whole thing, you're gonna get 4,842.4. And then I'm gonna have to subtract 3,000 from this whole thing. So it means that 4,842.4 minus 3,000. So this will be my last answer, and it is 1,842.4. So this is the last answer, or this is the clear profit, or this is the amount of interest that I'm gonna get monthly. So this is the whole thing that you have to do when you count these two specific questions. And but the main thing that I have to know is just the formula for the compound interest is this one. So you just gotta notice and trying to memorize this formula is gonna help you a lot. So just trying to memorize this formula, trying to fake in, and then if you use this formula in if you also gotta use this formula too after you get the answer, make sure that you're gonna have to subtract 3,000 from the answer or the value that you get by using this formula. So this is the whole thing you have to do when you count the compound interest and also the simple interest. So this is it, and thanks for watching and have a good day.